Vile.
God, I'm bleeding.
Oh, dear God, that's wretched.
Sup? I am out here in Broome, Texas. Been a hell of a day. So, past few days, we got the filters cooked. They had to cook them 3 times. Fully plugged up. I was derating. I took a load to Springfield, Missouri, went down to Johnson, Arkansas, picked up a load there to take back to Amarillo. And on the way back to Amarillo, truck was derating. I was getting down like 50 miles an hour. Threw a code, filters need to be cooked, of course. Just kept getting worse though. NOx sensor code came on. Low efficiency and then very low efficiency or whatever. Took it back, got the filters cooked, got everything put back in, right? Still popping a couple of codes, seemed to be doing okay though. So I went over, picked up a load today, it's Sunday, to drop in Oklahoma City tomorrow, or Pauls Valley in Oklahoma City. Started after I picked up the load and I was getting into Amarillo. Left side of the motor, fuel filter, it sounded like, or fuel pump or something like that. Start hearing like when I'd accelerate and put pressure, start hearing a knocking in the motor. All right. Had 2 active codes on the motor right now. One for the filters, which already got done, and then the NOx sensor code was still there. Going down the road, get a third code. All right. Well, I fueled up in Amarillo. Gave me a low quality def, which I've seen that one before. I'm all right. Get down the road a little further. My def light comes on, of course. You know, I got out here to Groom. I'm at exit 114 on the 40 right now. Pulled over to finally check out everything because it wasn't derating yet, but I wanted to pull over and check, see if I need to do a regen, something, whatever. Pull over. The red engine light starts flashing. I'm all great. As soon as I got pulled over, here I'll show you. I'm right here. This is the exit I got off at. I pulled over there. Truck died. Tried to restart it. Died. Restarted again. Died. Great. So I backed up over here underneath the overpass so I could have some shade. But one of the codes was also my turbo failing. The cab was filling up with exhaust fumes. Truck was dying, red light on, def light on. It finally allowed me to do a regen, and a couple of the codes went away, but I still have the turbo is failing, and it still has the DPF filter code in there. As long as I don't allow the engine to get too hot, the other codes kind of go away, with the def code and all that kind of stuff. So anyway, right now, because I can't even get down the road, somebody's coming to rescue my load, and a wrecker is on the way, because every time I try to get going with the truck, it dies. So I'm getting towed back to Lubbock now. That's gonna be another nice bill. Just got the truck out of the shop with $1,000 goddamn DPF cook, and now piece of shit's broke again. Just my luck. This truck, this has to be like my unluckiest truck I think ever. I mean, I'm kind of over it. I'm not mad. It's like you get to a point where it's just like, you know, no matter what happens, my toes are still tapping, because either way, I'm either going to go out and make money or I'm going to go bankrupt. Either way, I can achieve prosperity and freedom through either making enough money to pay for all my shit, or not making any money and just going bankrupt and eliminate everything. And either way, I zero out. So going to tow it back to Stewart and Stevenson in Lubbock so they can go through it again and see what needs to be done and if it can be covered under the warranty, and go from there. So the wrecker got a hold of me a little bit ago. He texted me and said he's outside of Lubbock heading this way. I gotta wait for this other truck. They're saying they're still about an hour and a half away to come get this load, and it's a meat load, so I can't just leave it on the side of the road for them to come pick up, of course. If it was an empty trailer, maybe, but they're on their way. And they're gonna finish it up. It's like, great. Load was paying shit, like $7 a mile. So I lose out on the revenue. Gotta get the truck towed. That's gonna be another fat ass bill, plus whatever happens at the shop. It's like, when does it end, man? When do I just get a breath of fresh air? Oh, can I go out and run for a month maybe and make some profit? Guess not. One goddamn load. Didn't even get to go halfway with it. Lame. It's all lame, man. At least you still got your health. Not really. Stress is gonna give me a goddamn heart attack. So dumb. This truck just keeps stepping on its own dick. I don't know what to do with this thing anymore. Oh, just out here getting hooked up. Other trailer sitting there. The other truck's almost here. But this is what happens when you break down. Out here in the middle of BFE, Texas. Wonderful. Yeah, so I had a total of 6 codes on this thing. They let me do a regen and knocked it down to 3. But it's still the turbo and the DPF filters just totally shutting down on me. So, yeah, well. So you can see though, this thing extends underneath. He's got a couple of cradled hooks underneath there. He's going to lift up, chain it up, and we're going to be dragging it back to Lubbock on the front. So these go up underneath the rear axle. He's got to chain it all up and stuff. Just getting it all aligned. Oh, this piece of shit truck. So tired of it. Almost looks like we got a little bit of a storm coming in too. So you can see down there though, little cradle hooks. I just got to pick it up. Hope nothing gets busted. The last thing I need is more crap to fix. Trying to stay out of his way, but I want to show it. Other trucks here. So we're all hooked up, ready to roll. The other truck showed up, take my load. We're over there. So they're going away. We're hooked up and heading back to Lubbock with a $2,000 tow bill. Wonderful. Well, I will live well in bankruptcy, I guess. All right, we're out. Yep, into the road, back here in Lubbock. Dropping it off Stewart and Stevenson again. It's almost 2,300 hours now. Trip went good. Got a little rain on the way back. No big. Just taking the chains off. Got to drop it. And I'll retract the thing back and if he can get out from underneath the axle, should be able to. Looks like the air's dropped out of the bags. Might have started up. Nope, he's got it. All good in the hood. So I'm gonna, as soon as he pulls away, I'll flip this bitch around, put it on the line right here. Then I gotta come back first thing in the morning and get checked in. I can see they got one truck in the bay right there. They said they were working on a couple of big jobs on trucks, so I might be waiting a bit. I might be back out in one of the company trucks again to go make a paycheck while this thing gets worked on. Hopefully it's covered under warranty again, because otherwise I'm screwed. So this truck, I'm tired of it. Been nothing but headaches. Constantly failing. Get out on the road for a week or two, takes a dump. Get on the road for a week, takes a dump. Up, down, constantly with this chunk. And this time it's another major one too, especially after getting the filters cooked and everything. But the fuel system all get replaced, 16,000 bucks. Come back now. DPF issues, turbo issues, everything. Wonderful. So he's about done. We'll get this buttoned up. Selena's on her way. She's gonna pick me up. So probably gonna have signed something. We'll check back though. So back at home. Truck's in the shop. Dropped it off last night. I was just going through the footage. I didn't catch it last night. You go back and look at when the dude's dropping the truck over here at Stewart and Stevenson. I guess driving the truck backwards is 75 miles an hour all the way back here for 160 miles or something like that. If you look up in the upper portion, I didn't catch it last night. Chunk of the fairing came off too. I was like, God damn it. One more thing. I don't know. I don't think I'm going to scour all the way up past Amarillo to go find a chunk of fairing on the side of the road. So now the truck is screwed up and even more ugly than it already was. So, whatever. Just one more thing, man. Anyway, it's at the shop. They're going to run it, do a diagnostic, see what they can find with it. We're checking everything out. I gave them all the notes and everything. Gave them the bill for the filter cook so they could back that up in the system too. See what they have to say. Hopefully it gets covered by the warranty. Whatever's wrong with it, I mean, if it's one box, the DPF system is screwing up, the turbo, who knows. When they cooked the filters, they said they found metal shavings, but they were also saying it looked like from a turbo. Now, if it's this turbo, because our mechanic, he did pull the turbo off while he had the filters out getting cooked. He didn't see the turbo wasn't busted up in any way. So what they were figuring is the one box and the filters had markings on them that look like they're from a junkyard, like from a salvage truck. So whether Lone Mountain or JB Hunt may have actually replaced the one box and the filters with a salvage truck's equipment was left to question. So we're looking at that. Like, what the hell is up with this truck? Why did it have junkyard markings on the filters and the one box? Dude, tired of it. So now I lost a piece of fairing too. Got ripped off. But like I said, when you drive 75 miles an hour with the truck and backwards, it's going to catch a lot of wind. I'm surprised the whole, fairing on top of the mid-roof didn't go flying off like a kite, really, if you think about it. So one more thing to add to the batch of having to get fixed. I'm going to have one of those kind of trucks now too. It's missing fairing pieces and stuff. Hey, throw some duct tape on it, I guess. So truck's in the shop, see what happens. Just $2,000 tow bill. Just getting deeper in debt. This rabbit hole just keeps going, So keep updated on the truck, see what happens with it. So fingers crossed, wish us luck, Oh well, at least came home today, and Selena and Dustin went to work. I went over, dealt with the truck for a little bit, and then went out and got Roberto's Tacos. They're in Vegas. They're originally from California. They just opened a Roberto's Tacos here in Lubbock, so we got some halfway decent carne asada tacos and stuff, and not a totally bad day, I guess. So Odele. So anyway, truck, find out what's wrong with it and move on from there. So we'll check back. How?
With turquoise and real diamonds.